So welcome back to another video. In this video, we have a new integration with Mailchimp, which allows ReservationKey to send your contact information directly to your Mailchimp account. So the first step is to go to our settings tab and then go over to external connections and click add connection. Under type of connection, select Mailchimp and click continue. Now we need to link the two systems, so click here to allow ReservationKey to access your Mailchimp account. That pops up a window where we can go through the authorization process. In this case, we logged in with Google, so I'm going to log into Mailchimp and then authorize this connection. Click allow. Now that's linking the two systems. Succeeded. And now here we are connected. The next step would be to select your custom field that you're going to use to collect consent to receive marketing or to sign up to your mailing list. Here we have not yet added the custom field, so the only option is none. None works, and when it's set to none, we will send everything to Mailchimp, and then you can manage outside of ReservationKey whether or not somebody wanted to subscribe or not subscribe. But probably so we'll click save, but probably the better option would be to create a custom field like we mentioned here. It needs to be a checkbox with just one answer. And you can do something like mailing list consent, and then the value, yes, add me to your mailing list. So I'm just gonna copy that and then go over to custom fields and click add custom field. Now, like I said, it needs to be a checkbox. Click continue. If you leave question text empty, it is possible as well, but then you won't be able to see anything when you select it. So, which works, you just need to remember which one it was. Otherwise, just do something a little bit generic, like I'm showing here, mailing list consent. And then we're just going to have that one value because it's just going to be one checkbox. And so, yes, add me to your mailing list. Or, you could write whatever you like, such as, please subscribe me to your mailing list so I can receive special offers, things like that. Then we want to make sure that we're also going to be showing that page on that custom field on our booking page, and also show it internally. So those two need to be set to yes, and select your reservation page on which to show it. Click save. So that sets up the checkbox custom field. So now go back to external connections. Click edit settings once more, and now we can actually select that mailing list consent checkbox. So whenever this box is checked, then ReservationKey will automatically send contacts to Mailchimp. If somebody doesn't want to receive be on your mailing list, then they just leave it unchecked and we don't send anything. So we've saved that now, just to confirm. Yep, still saved. So click back over to external connections. Now we're going to set up our mailing lists. The account that we've connected has just one audience. They used to call it mailing lists. Now it looks like Mailchimp calls it audiences. So we're just going to select the audience that's already set up in our account. If you set up different lists, like if you have multiple properties in ReservationKey, different online reservation pages, you could direct contact lists to be saved to different audiences within Mailchimp. So anyway, I'm selecting that there, and then we also need to select the audience for any manually added contacts. These are reservations that you create internally, so if somebody calls you, etc. So we're going to select that audience as well, the same, and save changes there. So now to demonstrate how this works, I'm going to create a test reservation. Back here on the calendar, click add reservation. Now we'll see that there's a custom field. Yes, add me to your mailing list. So if I type in my name and my address, email address, I've already done a lot of tests, so I'm going to make a new email address just to show. So I'll just do 30@reservationkey.com. And now if I don't check this box, nothing's going to get sent. But if I check the box and then click save, now John 30, if we go back to our Mailchimp account and look at audience, we should see John 30th is here. And there it is right at the top. It's the last one we just saved. So that's working nicely. If you update the email address for whatever reason, let's do 31, then it should, and click save, it will update the email over in Mailchimp. Just to refresh, now it should show 31. Yep, exactly. So that worked nicely. Finally, we'll go into our reservation page and make sure that that's working. So I'm just going to go to the calendar version just for a quick test. Either version works, but I like this because you can just click on the box. I'm going to use a different name here. Let's say John Doe 1, and this will be John 40 at reservationkey.com. And then I'm going to, here we can see the title, and then yes, add me to your mailing list. Of course, you can change that around and click make reservation. I just have a real simple page here, no payments or anything, just for the test. Make reservation. John 40 should now show up over in Mailchimp. So we're just going to reload our audience. And there's John 40 as well, John Doe. And over on reservation key, of course, it'll show up in the system, and the mailing list consent box is still checked. So that explains how the feature works. Feel free to play around with the settings. If you don't want to use a consent box, which is not recommended, just set that to none. Otherwise, make sure you've added a checkbox consent option. And whenever that box is checked, we will automatically send the contact information over to Mailchimp.